And we're back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 14, episode 10. So the LEC 2025 winter split has concluded, and the winner is Karmine Corp as they win the 2025 LEC winter split. And that means that G2 Esports is not the king of the LEC anymore. And Fnatic, same year. Well, I'll say this: different year, same Fnatic, actually, right? But I do hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great week that is ahead of you, because we will be entering into our first international competition of the year, which is First Stand. And that competition is going to be starting basically Monday next week, to my understanding. So I just want to let you guys know this is that coming up this week for this Thursday, we're not going to have an episode of the Cloud9 podcast. We're just going to take that day off. And then we'll just come back next Sunday. We'll do our First Stand preview, probably talk about the teams, maybe rank them from, best to worst, our predictions. And then because First Stand is going to have a lot of games being played, because there's only 5 teams, they're going to be playing in a lot of best of 3s. Then after that, we're going to have obviously like best of 5s after that. To my understanding, there's going to be a lot of League of Legends being played over the next couple of weeks, because they have to basically wrap up First Stand. So that way we could get to the spring splits for the LEC, LTA, LCK, and LPL. So what you guys saw last year when it came to basically MSI and EWC and Worlds was that during international tournaments, me and Mr. Blanks always do extra episodes of the Cloud9 podcast because that way when a lot of League of Legends is played, we're not just combining all of it into just one episode, which would be not really good analysis for you guys. I try to do that the best I can way back in the day when I had the other group of people when it came to international competition. And the number one thing that I realized was that when it came to international competition, if you're obviously witnessing the tournament and watching it, is that if you're not actively talking about the games afterwards, you kind of have a hard time remembering everything about the tournament sometimes. But I got better with it over the years. So as of basically 2025, because I knew we were going to have 3 international tournaments this year, just like how you guys like it when it comes to the World Championship, we will be doing extra episodes of the show whenever there is an international competition going on for League of Legends. We just have to talk about it and, obviously let you guys know the days that the extra episodes are going to happen, but they will happen. And there's a lot to cover in this episode, and Chaz has to get up for work early in the morning like myself. So we'll be here for a little bit, not too long, but my wife really likes it too long, and she loves it when I put it all the way up inside of her and giving her all types of orgasms. And Chaz believes me. So joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about all things League of Legends is Mr. Blanks. What's going on, black man?
I'm good, man. It's crazy ass day, crazy ass weekend in general.
Where do we start off with? Because we have Karmine Corp to praise, which I never thought I would ever be saying that. And I will have to eat some crow later on about Karmine Corp, technically based off my predictions. But I wasn't wrong based off of a previous mindset about the players going in.
Man, still fuck Karmine Corp. They're
whoa.
It's all LEC's garbage. You're about to get obliterated. Yes.
This is why you don't have a girlfriend, because you do that thing that every girl does. You know what you do? Hey, what? I brought home $1 million. We should have brought home $2 million. Why do you do that every time?
Nigga, because they straight ass cheeks, nigga.
I know, I agree with you. LEC is terrible. Have you guys been seeing the game plan of the LEC? I can't wait to go over Fnatic in just a moment here. So, congrats to Karmine Corp. They were absolutely, certainly an org of all time last year. And people are going to be that, oh, well, Yamato Cannon didn't win with Karmine Corp. Guys, that roster had Seiken on there. Ain't no one ever winning with that fucking trash ass garbage mid laner. No one's winning with that dude. Let's not do that. The coaching staff they have right now have a much better roster of players than the ones that Yamato Cannon have. Yamato Cannon had Cabal Shard, who's been washed out his ass. They had Bo, who rapping when he's talking to them.
Yeah.
Sakin. Okay, so that is Sakin. There's no analysis needed. It was Sakin. And then you had Upset mixed with Targamas because Khalees couldn't play in the LEC because he was too young. The only reason why they had Upset. They actually didn't even want Upset. They only had him there because they couldn't play Khalees, the person that they wanted to play. They actually wanted to play, who's that French fucker on Vitality that I always rage at? Linces. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
they didn't want Bo either. Linces was also too young to play, I think, or he wasn't eligible to play in that split for some reason, or they didn't want to go with him for some reason. I forgot the actual reason. It could have been any other reason in those three, but goddamn, Karmine Corp was just absolutely abysmal last year. Then when they got Vladdy and they swapped out Bo for closer and they swapped out Cabo ass for Kana, it looked better. It did, but like Kana did that shit that Quid did that I hated when what happened when he came over here for this first split was that they basically just like sat in lane and just permafarmed and did nothing. Like they didn't want to be the reason why their team lost, but they also didn't want to be a reason why their team won either. Like it's that position where you don't want to make the big play because you are
scared. You don't want to be
the
reason why they lose, but you're too afraid to make a play that can get you the win.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen all the time.
And we see it happen a lot with League of Legends, where like a player will come over that's a hyped up import, not really feel it in the team. Like Thanatos is still that way for Cloud9. It still feels like he's in that like early Quid stage when Quid first came over for 100 Thieves, where he's just like in his shell, he doesn't really ever want to like play in that fashion that you thought of him when you bought him for your roster and you try to like bring him over for your team to make it better. So Karmine Corp, I'll give it to Kana. I'll give him this. He's such a weird player. Like he even had games this split. Remember when he just kind of sat there and did nothing? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, everyone. Last week when he played up against G2, when he played against Broken Blade, did he not just sit there getting his ass literally metaphorically speaking, because there was a Shogath in the game, getting his ass eaten out by Broken Blade? He literally sat there for 3 games straight and played Farm Simulator. I'm just gonna be honest with you right now, guys. He cannot go to an international event playing like that. He has
maybe that was the plan because he didn't play like that today. Maybe that was the plan. G2 saw, all right, cool, this team's dead, and yikes.
Are you saying they sabotaged G2 by giving them false hope that they were a shit team?
Yeah.
Like, I swear, guys, when he's going to be at First Stand, if he has games where he just sits there and does literally nothing, they're going to lose games because of that. You cannot do that. If anyone gets a whiff that he sits there and just does nothing in a game, you are going to lose. Like, today was very good out of him. I do think he played very, very well. I thought he played very, very well against Fnatic as well. But randomly, from time to time, he still has those Orin games where he just goes up, CSs, hits the enemy champion, recalls, TPs back to lane, and just exists in the game. I don't get it. But when he's on, it looks pretty damn good. And people are saying, well, does that make him a good import now? I don't know about. Okay, guys, I watched this guy for about a good 6 weeks last year in summer, literally exists in the game. Probably played Farm Simulator on his computer when he was playing League. I watched that man play Renekton and just slice and dice to waves, slice and dice back, and then recall for 6 weeks straight. Okay, let's all measure how decent of an import he is after First Stand. But he did play very, very well this past couple of days. Vladdy just really, really, coming out of his shell and actually playing very, very well. End up just bending over Humanoid and putting it up his ass. Which Humanoid deserves because he's just a fucking perma-griefer.
Speaking about putting things up their ass. We got to talk about the series all the way from Friday. Mount Corey versus Fnatic.
Before we go to the games, I want to get your quick general thoughts on the last 3 best of 5s that happened. Just your quick general thoughts before we go to the games.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down. Yeah, Madeline got completely washed by Fnatic. Madeline's is the fourth best team. Fnatic is just okay. This is gonna be crazy to say. I think Fnatic and Current Cup are better than G2, but I think G2 they know how to play into pressure better than Fnatic. Fnatic versus Karmine Corp on Saturday. What this showed me is Fnatic had the tools to win. They don't have the confidence. When Octavian was on, he was on. When he was off, he was getting beat by Connor, and Connor was just clapping the hell out.
Do you remember the Orin Nar game, the one that they lost, game 3? Even though they lost that game, Oscarina was getting fisted so hard. I actually felt bad that Connor was playing Nar that well. He actually played Nar very well. To be fair, Nar is actually his best champion. He can play Nar very, very well.
Yeah.
Oscar Renan, oh my goodness, you are just bad. You are trash. We even called it. You can't win with that guy. He's so unbelievably bad. And then the only reason why he got that Gwen game to work was because Koi drafted a comp that literally all auto loses to Gwen past 30 minutes because they have no melee range champions to deal with her. Yep. And then Fnatic CEO, oh my, remember Sam Matthew guys, their CEO? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I know you watch Legends and butt fucking because that's what they do to their fans. They just butt fuck them for repeated bullshit. You know that girl that's in the videos? I'm gonna be honest here. I don't even know what she does. I'll be honest here. I've never talked to her. I don't know this lady. It's that one lady that looks like she's an Indian, like one of those thank you come again motherfuckers who sells you cigarettes at a liquor store. She looks like that. She's the girl in the Legends and butt fucking videos that they have as a series throughout the year, documenting their League of Legends year. So this is the only comment that she's ever gotten in those videos. There's a lot of comments in those videos. We're going like the hundreds here. Like I couldn't read all those comments if I had videos that would pop off like that. But she apparently is managing Fnatic. Keep in mind, Sam is going to defend her, and keep in mind, I don't disagree with Sam with defending her because that's what a boss should do. Even if it's a girl, it just looks good on a boss to defend their employees. But people criticize Dardo for mismanaging the roster. What does she do? So the comment right here was, can we talk about the girl getting paid doing absolutely nothing other than being a girl? I'm being honest here, I agree with it. I don't know what she does either. I've seen her in a lot of these Legends in Action videos. I really don't know what she does. She doesn't speak. They've never even at any point in these videos, you know how they kind of interview people and they kind of they give them their experience about things like that. They've never even did that. They did it for Grabs. They did it for Dardo. They did it for that other Hispanic guy that's there with the glasses. They did it for that sports manager, that sports psychologist they had last year. What happened to that fat fuck sports psychologist that looked like a menace if he was actually getting in shape? What happened to that guy? He's just gone. Remember that guy who he came in, he was a fat guy who's kind of lean. He was like big, but he wasn't like, he came in. Where happened to that guy? Just gone. And she was like super happy to announce that I've been promoted to the role of girl getting paid absolutely nothing than being a girl. So grateful for the opportunity. This is exactly why I work in esports. Well, there is this, just hate to break it to you, sweetheart, but there's this thing called DEI that has existed, that people are getting hired because of their gender and their race. That is a thing. Now, did Sam hire her because of that? I don't know. I'm not in that guy's brain. I can't read people's fucking minds. But in esports, we've clearly seen women get hired because they're women. Do you guys remember that Washington Post article about Nicola Point Jameson? Yeah, that ugly, dirty, stinking ape that went and abused Danny from Evil Geniuses. Yeah. Remember? Washington Post was like, man, look at Nicola Point Jameson, this black, successful, progressive woman coming over to change esports. Like, let's be honest here, guys. EG definitely put her as the face of the org for a reason. It was to virtue that, we care about women. We care about exclusivity and all that shit. Now, I'm not saying this is the same thing, because that's different, but I don't know what she does. Okay. It says managing Fnatic. Managing what? I thought Grabs managed the roster. I thought he was the head coach, which is technically, isn't a manager to a certain degree? Like, they have that one Hispanic guy, they have Dart, they have Grabs, and then they have her. But I don't know what she does because she's never spoken. Like, this is the problem with situations like this is, yeah, someone eventually will question who the fuck this is when they've never talked ever in one of their videos, you know? So Sam was, typically being the fucking white knight that he is, because he's always been this way. And what's his name? Anissa is incredible at her actual job managing the team. Tell me what she does, Sam. Tell me what she does. She's done an incredible job managing your team when you've not won a trophy. Shit. So I've only seen her from last year. Okay, so that's 2024 and 2023. Since she's been here. Okay, so how many titles is that? Is that 6? Right? There's winter, spring, summer. Oh, we forgot. There's season finals. Season finals happen in those years too. So that's 6 plus 2 is 8. So 8 trophies, and Fnatic won 0 of them. And as of right now, of us doing this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, Fnatic have won 0 of them. What does she do, Sam? Explain it to me. What does she do? She's doing an incredible job managing your team, but she gives you nothing. Almost sounds like she's just a DEI hire, in my opinion. If you're going to be an angry child of a fan, please do that to my DMs, not our amazing team.
The issue with DEI hiring, they've been happening longer than the term DEI.
Yeah.
Term to them. It's like, because and that's the sad part. It's like, he's not obligated to tell us what she do.
Yeah.
But the issue is, that stigma is
it's going to look like that from the outside surface. I'm just saying, they always have these videos with Fnatic about why this person's here, what they do, team director, head coach. They just last year, when Noah's fat fuck brain went and ate shit, they hired a sports psychologist, that one fat guy. They even said directly, he was interviewed, what do you do? This is what I'm here to bring to the team. This is my skill set. They've never did that with her. I don't know why she's there. Now, is she the reason why they're losing? No, because Humanoid is doing good job on that front, being a fucking griefer like he is. And this was Sam's reply after they lost to Karmine Corp. We played all our extra lives this split. Can't rely on comebacks and late game team fighting. We got a lot of work to do in order to get the incredibly talented team to get to the level they showed in the regular season. This is the thing. If you guys watch their latest Legends in Action episode before this newest one will come out of them losing to Karmine Corp in that Koi series, Grabs even said we have a lot of issues to work on that just suddenly just came up. Because this is the problem with Fnatic. They swapped out their bot lane with Upset and Mickey X. We even said it here in our power rankings. That's going to make them better to a certain extent. But it doesn't solve the larger issue. It's like what you said. It's a Band-Aid on a broken leg situation kind of thing, where they're swapping out a bot lane. But let's be honest, you guys, the bot lane that they had last year got them to finals too. It literally had nothing to do with their bot lane underperforming to get to the finals. It had to deal with the fact that Fnatic have Razork and Humanoid, two of the, good Lord, man. Like, Humanoid is such a fucking pathetic, worthless paycheck stealer at this point. Did you, even do you remember that Aurelion Soul game in that Fnatic series against Karmine Corp?
Yes.
Oh my God. You can't win with that guy. And then guess what Fnatic do? Guess what this fucking idiot did? Oh, we're going to extend Razork and Humanoid's contract to 2026 to the end of it. That's 3 more splits of this. You can't. How in the world do you type this up as I don't believe, he has a social media manager, I imagine that, but he's a grown man. He can type for himself. How in the world do you type that to your fans? Thank you for all of the amazing fans who showed up and continue through thick and thin. So now at this point, Sam, ever since you lost Caps because of Reckless's bullshit, you've lost every title to G2. You've lost 2 of them to Mad Lion, 3 of them to Mad Lions, an org that doesn't even exist anymore because they're movie star Koi now. And you lost to Rogue. The split, you could have beaten G2 in that finals when they were running it down, when they had a whole ass Hammis and Flaccid on their roster. You lost to Karmine Corp.
Yep.
Karmine Corp just came into the league last year. And within about 4 splits, they've now won a trophy. Karmine Corp have won more trophies than Fnatic has won in the last 2019, 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4, going on 6 years now. And I'll ask you right now, do you think Fnatic wins any trophies this year?
I would say this. I think G2 is going to win. I think they're
They'll
going
bounce back and win one. They'll win one.
I think G2 is going to win somewhere and get to Worlds.
Yeah, you there's faith that G2 might eventually win at least one of them. At least. That'd be crazy if they didn't win one of them. Yeah, that would be crazy. So then he said right here, what's next? We have some new staff on the way in final stages for a performance director. We will also be reviewing the team, what other areas they need support on. You need to get rid of Humanoid, Sam. This is ridiculous. Stop at fucking hell, man. You can get anyone you want. Humanoid and Oscar are bringing you no titles. And you just keep kind of, I don't know if you just lack self-awareness. Did you watch your team play? Did you watch what Humanoid did in game 3 against Karmine Corp? We watched the same game, right? We watched the game where Fnatic drafted Misfortune and Lulu in game 5 against Renekton. What are we doing here? Grabs drafted Misfortune and Lulu against Aurora Renekton. Really can't. I mean, I don't know what else is there to do with your org. Your org just exists in the LEC. You used to win some titles. You're kind of just in the boat that Cloud9 used to be, where they hadn't won a title in like 6 years or 5 years, and they finally managed. The reason why Cloud9 won titles toward the latter half of the LCS's existence is because Jack finally realized, hey, I need to get rid of these guys that I like a lot. And he even admitted he kind of had some attachment to some players that he knew kind of didn't have it anymore, but they still kept getting finals and they still kind of kept getting second. So he thought, one of the times I'll just kind of trip over and win one of these if we keep getting second. No, you need to just get rid of some of these guys. You can't win with these guys. It's over. We've tried this. Fnatic has had a Humanoid since 2022. This is you started watching. How many titles have they won since they've had this fucking guy?
None.
As much as influence as my dad has had in my life, nothing. Humanoid has offered Fnatic nothing, and then has the ball and nerve to sit in their fucking legends and buttfuck videos and say what he needs out of the teammates. How about you get the fuck up the team, you fucking griefing pile of shit? How about you leave? How about you pack your bags and you leave? Vladdy out here just completely fisting this guy in team fighting. Just absolutely just giga horrifying performance from Humanoid these past couple of games. The BDS series was bad. The Movie Star Core series was bad. The fucking Karmine Corp series was, well, that was certainly one of the Humanoid series of all time. Truly just League of Legends at its absolute peak of Humanoid. Never change Fnatic and have your CEO go on fucking Twitter and cope out his ass for him. Sounds like some Reginald tweets this guy does. You're like defending girls. Like, that girl ain't got to do. She could be here and not be here. I wouldn't change shit, honestly. What else did he say? So this one was like, GG to Karmine Corp. Well done on winning LEC. Happy for the French fan base. No, you're not. They really stepped up. Clean drafting. And Vladdy, a monster in mid. They clean drafting. Oh, just the shot at Grabs. Oh, God. Grabs over here taking shots. Yeah. God. Definitely gives even more motivation. Not that we needed any more. If we played our cards better, we could have won yesterday. No, you couldn't have. Your team stinks.
No.
The only real reason they kind of won games 3 and 4 was because Karmine Corp kind of just took their pedal off the gas in the series and just kind of just started making absolutely just randomly horrible bold mistakes constantly. Keep in mind, in the games that Fnatic won, there were still moments that Karmine Corp could have taken the game back too. Also, you shouldn't have even got past Movie Star Koi, for being honest here. They straight up almost Movie Star Koi giga griefed game 1 by rushing.
God.
Oh, game 1 was just absolutely perma throwing. Game 2 was just, that's actually a throw. Game 3, they had Movie Star Koi almost had the very first perfect game with Voracious Otacon as a buff, because people don't always see this, because they've asked hey, why is there not perfect games anymore? Well, because the Otacon buff, given that you have these feats of strength and everything, it kind of incentivizes people to fight way more, so it's obviously easier to get kills, so it's very hard to get a perfect game in the scenario the game is in right now. Movie Star Koi almost had the very first perfect game in this kind of meta we're in right now for League, where you have the Voracious Otacon buff. And they won that game. And then in game 4, Movie Star Koi drafted Rise, and anyone that picks Rise loses. Have you guys ever noticed that anyone who picks Rise just loses? Why do people keep picking that champion? I love Rise. I really do. I love that champion. But Rise is bad. Okay, guys, Rise is bad. Jojo Pion picked Rise, deciding game for a series to win, lose. Caps picks Rise, deciding game to win a series, lose. Didn't Humanoid pick Rise? No, he picked Silas. Another fucking team picked Rise and just went 0-4 drop. Like, stop picking Rise. Please stop picking Rise. It's not working, buddies. Okay. Shaker. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Showmaker picked Rise against Genji. Lost. Rise has to have a horrible win rate right now. Has to be. No way. But Sam, get rid of Humanoid, and then we can talk about you winning a trophy. Like, good Lord. Good gosh, man. All right, so let's go over some of these games. Which one do you want to actually almost potentially off yourself on first?
Shit, all of them.
Oh, God.
All of them, honestly.
Jeez. Okay, so let's do... Oh, my God. Karmine Corp KC. Which one is more egregious? Okay. Razork actually just had an unbelievably bad playoffs. He had one single good Vi game, and that was the Vi game in game 4 against Karmine Corp. But Razork is a player who could win you a bunch of games or lose you a bunch of games. It always feels like Fnatic is super desperate to try and get anything done. Like, they feel like they have to do something in the game, even when they're the ones that are ahead. Makes no sense. Like, what kind of team are we even looking at anymore? You know? All right, so let's go over Movie Star Koi all game. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm going to save my brain from Fnatic. I need to look at the Koi series against G2. Oh, my God, Fnatic. You're so fucking trash. What happened to Fnatic fans? Everyone just blamed. I blame Noah, too, because he was actually running it down. But no one just... There should be a boycott to kick Humanoid out the league. Get that guy off the team. Also, Humanoid, whenever Fnatic has the balls to kick this guy, you're not getting picked up by anyone. If any org picks up Humanoid after Fnatic and they go like, we can reinvent him, we can do it. Oh, get the fuck out of my face. Actually, just shut the fuck up. So most of the series went like this. Karmine Corp actually fisted G2 in game 1, right? Yeah, this is the game where they completely just destroyed them. And, Chaz and me were like, LeBron has had some standout games throughout the split. Some, not a lot. And keep in mind, when I also say this, players like him, even a player that I don't think is that good, they'll have standout games. It happens. Every player eventually, even though how bad they are, or how average they are, or how good they are, they'll have standout games. It'll happen. It's just kind of, these guys are pros for a reason. But today, Lebrov got fisted in a way that I've never even seen possible. His brain didn't work, his keyboard didn't work, and his eyes don't work. Just an awful player. Just an actually just terrible. What was he doing today? He got gapped by Turgamas. That motherfucker's a whole ass ham. Like, Turgamas, former G2 support player, and Yike, former G2 jungler, just completely destroying G2. Fucking hell. Broken Blades, Brain. That's what they call him, Broken Brain. That is a meme for a reason. Skewmon got outsmited all day. Caps just not playing good when it matters. Caps has shown those games. Remember, Caps has had games where...
Everyone was on Karmine Corp cock today, but I'm tell you right now, they're about to get a reality check at... Oh,
we know that's going to happen. That's always happening. Keep in mind, guys. This is some of these guys' first international event.
I'm not going. To me, the only international event that actually matters is the Worlds. Like, I can't take an in-season tournament seriously. Like the one in the NBA. If it's not Worlds, I don't care. Like, if it was up to me, I wouldn't care about winning anything but summer. Like, okay, cool. Win your spring now, but. Yeah, after the last 2 seasons, I've realized the only split that matters is summer. because that's the world one. That's me.
Oh,
congrats, Karmine Corp.
What else even happened today? Oh my goodness. People blamed Hans Sama for the losses. Like, guys, he has
not
really much he can do.
No, this is one team countering everything another team could do. It like of course Yike knew how Broken Blade, Caps, and Hans Sama played.
Mm-hmm.
You know how predictable they are. They could be. LeBron, he's the safe pick. He doesn't do anything risky. That's the thing. That's also bad because if you need him to do something, he's more likely not going to do it because he wants to make the calculated risk.
Yeah, and because people were kind of questioning
and Cap
getting rid of today, but he's shown games like that recently from their last
Cap's
best.
Been bad all split. Let's just keep it a buck. He's been bad all split.
He started out the first 2 weeks pretty good, and then it just kind of got gradually worse.
The first 2 weeks were all right. They were in the like.
It was what was that game he had last week on Aurora, or he had it on Azir? Yeah. He had a game. Oh, fuck. There's been several games in the playoffs, not the GX one, because I remember he won those. But he's had games where they've just looked so bad. Like, you could easily exploit this. You could easily just kind of figure out where he's going to play bad and then just kind of just punish him. Because apparently Caps's record in the finals now is 14-2 in LEC finals. That's just actually crazy in and of itself that he's won that many times. Yeah. And so, people that have left G2 haven't even beaten G2. So this is just wild now, because now Karmine Corp is going to now represent Europe at First Stand. And I mean, I'll say this. I don't really believe Targamas is going to do well internationally. I don't.
I don't think this team's going to do. I don't think Karmine Corp is going to do good internationally well. I think
remember what happened this weekend? Kalist, despite there was a Zeri game.
Kalist didn't look good in this game. It was Yike. Yike was the difference maker.
Yeah. Remember yesterday when Kalist was on the Zeri pick in game 3 against Fnatic?
Targamas got to kill that Kalist setup. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to be Targamas. Like, who is it? Who's the fucking ADC then? This look at Kalist 0-0-2. Kana got more fucking kills. What's going on?
Dude, he channeled his inner T1 Kana-ness to be in the series.
Yeah.
Oh God. I want people to go and watch. Well, because we're gonna come into that series in a moment here after this one. It's the game 3 of Karmine Corp versus Fnatic. Kalist on Zeri looked like he was just completely clueless. Like, this guy will have some okay games, but he's not a player that'll just 1v9 games. People have this perception of him where they think he 1v9s games. That's not true. He actually just kind of gets kills handed to him, and then he kind of just outputs damage. Now, to be fair, that is what an ADC does. I'm not saying that's not what his job should be, but he's not some straight up lane winner constantly. Later in the series, I think it was game 3 when Hans Sama picked up Caitlyn. This goes to show you that he's not the best ADC at all. It still shows you in the series why Hans Sama was better than him. It was right, I think it was before he got the kill. Yeah, it was right here where he just 1v1'd him on Caitlyn. It was just disgusting to see, honestly. Now, that's also the other problem too, is this team's first time at an international event. They could just get completely blown out, if we're being honest here.
Oh yeah.
That could very imagine Kalist scrimming against Hanwha Life. Guys, I know people that when they see these things on stage, it's different from scrims. Sven said when they went to World in 2023, they straight up lost to the Korean teams. 0, how many Koreans? 4 teams, right? So 3 times 4 is 12. He said they lost every single scrim set to all of them. This is the shitty Damwon that was there with Canyon and Def. They said they lost to. Some of our decent teams can't even beat some of their worst teams. Okay, now we've heard scrim horror stories for years when it comes to international events, like literally just horror stories. Actually, I don't know how Karmine Corp is going to react to that. I don't know if when they get curb stomped in scrims in 5 minutes, I don't know if that breaks them mentally. Because what happened with FlyQuest last year? They went and scrimmed. Oh, just this part right here. So Kalist, best ADC in the league. Yeah, I don't know about that. Just keep in mind.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Yeah, G2 ended up losing this series too, but I didn't really look and think like, man, I should be blaming Hans Sama for that. It's not the reason why they lost at all. The reason why they lost is because Broken Blade massively underperformed. Skewmon was out screwing moms.
Yike just outperformed Skewmon. That was it. Yeah, broke calf is calf. That's what he been shit all season. Hanfama was just put him on mid tier ADCs.
Yeah. Also, this comp is really bad too. Like, I really don't get why people just still pick Ryze. Ryze offers nothing. Like, yeah, Ryze can root one of these guys, but you know how many hops?
Once I saw them pick Ryze, I was like, all right, cool. They're conceding. They're saying, you know what, guys, let's not give a fuck about first strike. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing. I'm like, you know what? Let's just play for MSI. That's actually more important. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it's not Worlds, I really don't give a shit. That's how some people's mentalities be. Like, if it ain't Worlds, I'm not giving a shit, and I can't blame them.
Would you consider that cope? Because that's what people would say if they lost something. But if they won, they wouldn't have that mindset either, right?
I mean, in a sense, yeah. It's like
I mean, I guess that'll always be the tale too. Because like if G2 are gonna end up winning anything later on, they go to MSI and do well, or if they go to Worlds and do well. And keep in mind, I don't know if they're gonna do well at Worlds with this roster either. This roster has shown a lot of weird inconsistencies too.
No, they couldn't do well with Yike and Mickey last year. This comp could be much worse. They're gonna be much worse at Worlds.
And now they're going with Rebrov. That's who they're going with. A guy who just looks like, I mean, I wouldn't say I told you so, but we did say that they can't win with this guy, and that's one split down, 2 more to go to prove that. Just okay, come on, G2. Only need 2 more splits to prove that. Come on. But yeah, Karmine Corp, they did win the 2025 LEC Winter Split. That is theirs now.
Yep.
So G2 got to go back to the drawing board and kick Lebrov.
That's not the problem. That's not the problem. They gotta stop being predictable in the draft. They were so fucking predictable. It's not even funny. Every champion they had was just a non-damaging short. It was short to mid range. Caitlyn gets blocked easily. You're picking Ryze. That's me. You're
picking Ryze is automatic L, in my opinion. You pick
Ryze, and then people in the chat were saying this was the actual final, kind of, but not really. Not really.
It's so hard. Yeah, I mean, maybe, kind of. I don't know, because no, but that's like that would be Fnatic fans' ways of coping. Of like, well, if we'd have made it and beat if we would have fought G2, we would have won against them. Fnatic, you wouldn't beat G2 if they played all 5 women on their roster. We're being honest here. We saw them play against G2.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Nah, they wouldn't have played. No, they wouldn't have beat G2.
Because you saw what the CEO of Fnatic was saying. He was like, yeah, we would have beaten G2. No, you wouldn't have. What the hell? If that was the case, you'd have beat them before. That hasn't happened. What is wrong with you people? But then again, this series, oh God, okay. This series was just all types of League of Legends. All types of it. But it really, really came down to, okay, so game 3, that is the one that just broke my brain in ways that I didn't even know even existed in League. Fnatic get the Otacon buff. Remember in this game?
Yeah.
And then they dive Karmine Corp, giving all the buffs back. Remember, they have the buff. They could just, take the structures. They dive, lose all the buffs. Then they overgreed in team fights constantly. And then there was fucking hell. Yeah, it's this part right here. They got the Otacon, and then they all just start diving. Right here. They're like, okay, we can go and get some kills. Okay, well, you could just take the turrets. You could just, like, take structures on the map. And then they just lose all their buffs. They're so desperate. Out of Fnatic. Constant desperation. I don't even know what goes on in their minds half the time when they make plays. It just blows my mind. And what else was in game 3? There was other moments in Kalist, he can't play Zeri at all. Good Lord, never give that man Zeri. Watching that man play Zeri was like fucking watching Scary Jerry play anything. Just nothing happening. Just dear actual God. And then what was it in game 4? Razork played well. That's the only game he ever played well in playoffs was this game. This fight game was actually pretty good from him. This was one of the few games in the playoffs I've seen them play well. This game and the Movie Star Koi one in game 4, they played that one not that bad. But this moment right here, this was game 5. Oh my God, Humanoid. Jesus Christ. This man, first of all, this draft is terrible. Speaking of bad drafts like Chaz, this is terrible. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Misfortune Lulu. You hire Mickey X for his playmaking capabilities, and you give this man Lulu. I don't get it.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Misfortune Lulu. Just absolutely terrible. Razork just never on the same page with his team. He's trying to. This doesn't even make logical sense. Is this motherfucker doing meth? He takes the Raptors. Yeah, the Raptors. He pings his team. Hey, can we fight? You can't kill them there. They still have their flash too. He's level 2 because Fnatic, the bot lane didn't ping where Yike was, and by the time they pinged him late, like, oh, Razork's dead. Yeah, just what the fuck, man. Humanoid's like, okay, I'll just go 1v1 this guy. Oh no, I ran into all the minions and all the CC. Oh no, I'm dead. L, fuck off, Humanoid. You're trash. Just absolutely just terrible gameplay from these guys. Just when I saw that, because I watched this game live, I watch every game from game 3 to 4 or 5 live. Ever since I saw that, this game's over. This is completely over. I'm sorry. You cannot win playing like that. Just, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oh, so bad. Holy crap. And what was the other series you want to talk about? The Movie Star Koi one, right?
Yeah.
The Movie Star Koi one. Oh, I don't even know where to start with this one. Oh my God, man. Just Jojo Pion. Oh my God, dude. Just same problems on Cloud9 keep popping up. This guy just underperforms when it matters. This guy just never on the same page with his team. Constantly is trying to do something else. When his jungler wants to do this, Mad Lions could easily beat Fnatic.
He's called the drama was upset. Him and Super.
What did he say? You sent that. I saw half of it. I had to watch the rest of it.
It
what
was
happening?
Something about choker, this and this, and then I think when upset, you know when you do the fist bump after Super push them or something. I don't know. That was
damn. Just all the. I mean, man, upset. He also hasn't won jack shit since he came into the league. He came into the league in 2018. He's been here for 7 years and no trophies. Upset. What are we doing now?
He lived up to the name. Some of these players got some name. I'm like, okay.
You're saying the name is correlating with their league history?
Yep.
Oh, God.
It started last year when I saw how he reacted when he didn't want to shake Tom Simon's hand after he got beat by him.
Oh, God. Yeah. God, Lord, man. Upset, dude. It's it's Mad Lion Koi showed that they could beat Fnatic. They actually can show that. Sorry, they actually show that they could even almost perfect game them. They had a massive lead in game 2. They had a massive lead there, and then threw it in this game. There's a chance where they could actually win the game, and then they just all overforce into Fnatic. There's a moment in game. Is it this one? Oh my God, Fnatic are just literally doing crack. Oh God. So I think it was this fight. Okay, so look at the timer up here. You guys can't see it because of my YouTube icon. Koi have the Otacon buff, and Fnatic are like, let's just all into them and contest them. You can't contest this. You literally can't contest this. What are you doing? Merwin's out here just eating the whole team, metaphorically speaking, because he's fat as fuck. Like, holy mother of God, this team is boosted. You're boosted. Oh my goodness. They're like, that team has Otacon buff, and they're taking drag. Now let's just go fight them. Oh, jeez Christ. They got perfect gamed, and in this game was game 2. Game 2, they Jesus Christ. I think it was the Vi game, right? This is the Vi game. Oh my God. I want people to look at what Ratbird does in one of these fights. It's just actually just criminal. You should press criminal charges on Radzor for what he does when I'm about to show you this. Oh my goodness. Mickey X is smiling like, man, we actually got through that. Holy Christ. It was, I think, before this or after this. One of these fights, Razork is so ahead of his team, he willingly assault and batteries, goes back in, and then just kills himself.
Yep.
I'll never understand this weird like Razork glazing that people give him. Like, yeah, he's a good jungler for what it is, but man, it's seriously just running it down most of the games here, you know? Okay, so I think it was this one. I don't know why the screen went black there. What the fuck? Why did my screen go black? My screen wants to be Lennon? What the hell? Okay. So look at what Razork does. He engages in, okay? He's getting Lennon. He's getting blacked, okay? Willingly, let's look at what Razork does, everyone, okay? You just run away. Just run away. Constantly just forcing an engage, getting on the pressure cooker, getting absolutely roasted. What is with this team? You can't save this team. They're just all crackheads. And guess what happened in game 4, everyone? Jojo Pion's like, you know what? I need to pick Rise. I need to show you how good my Rise is. Fuck.
No, exactly. It's like you're like, shit, damn.
That's your Rise? I don't want to see this guy play this ever again. Never pick. Can you stop picking Rise? Please. I don't want to see that. If someone picks Rise, I know it's a loss.
Yeah.
See Rise, lose. That's it. See Rise, L. Super got what? Gifted 5 kills on Jinx?
Yep.
Can't carry a game?
Nope, because he's not good. He's the worst player on the team. That's the second part.
Oh my God, it was actually terrible. Game 2 on Jinx, this man literally could just like carry the game with how many kills he got. But no, they just throw it. Game 3, they win pretty hard. But game 4, they got absolutely railed. Yep. This is the draft in game 4. Oh my God. The drafting is so unbelievably bad. And some people are like, oh, the drafting doesn't hurt them. Yes, it does. Literally, yes, it is up to the players to pilot champions. Yes. But if you have a draft like this, first of all, this is just so hard to play out, especially at a pro level. Second of all, there's very little win conditions for a comp like this. Low damage. No consistent damage source outside of Sivir, which has to scale into being that. Sivir is just a worse version of what Caitlyn can do at late game. First of all, you'd rather just have Caitlyn late game anyway over Sivir, which is longer range, right? So guess also what Koi did in their game 4 draft. Remember, deciding game to keep their season alive, they pick Lulu. I don't know what happened in scrims to prove that Lulu was a good pick right now, but there's way better picks than Lulu right now with Fearless Draft. Koi go, I'm going to take Lulu and Sivir against Zeri and Karma. Yep, why not just get Fnatic the game? And they give over Skarner and Jace and Syndra.
Yeah.
All Mickey has had to do is sit there and go, here you guys, speed up, my little pricklings. Just speed up and blow them apart. All you have to do. So people are like, but Skarner, ease Amumu to a wall. Okay, he's immobilized, useless, or he'll just ult Amumu to stop him. Syndra will just scatter the weak over Rise. Zeri will just always avoid and outrange Sivir. Karma does never have to be in front of Lulu. and Camille against Jace. Well, you guys melee versus long range. That doesn't really ever always work. Okay. Koi is trash. Good. Actual God. But yeah. Anything else you wanted to say about the 3 series today?
Oh yeah, this weekend.
This weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, each one. Saturday was the best out of the 5. I mean, out of the 3 series. It was all the games were cinema, good and bad cinema. It felt like the MTU. It started off great, got better, and then ended with a whimper.
Fnatic ended up bringing it to game 5. It went out on a whimper. It's like, what the fuck? Were they just teasing us?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Was G2 that bad, or like it was like, or did he just get countered? Because you're like, holy shit! It's like every time they try to do something, it was like, okay, it's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like your opponent goes, okay, I got Growl, it's like Karmine Corp had every hand trap in the book, top deck the starter. They go full combo. It was like, oh shit, all right. Sometimes just not you're done. It was like Karmine Corp, the new king of the LEC for now. Let's see if they get to win another split. But the thing is, we did say that we didn't need another winner.
No. This might do decent for the LEC in terms of needing a new winner to kind of show G2, hey, we can't just kind of like constantly play on autopilot to get to a finals. Because I'll be honest here, I really didn't want Fnatic to make to the finals, guys. That's why I said I didn't predict Fnatic to get there, because I just didn't. And first of all, they should have just lost to BDS, if we're being honest here. If BDS straight up just didn't choke, Fnatic shouldn't be there. And then Koi just were perma giga running it down all game. Just straight up sprinting it. Fnatic were just giving them the game constantly. Then Koi don't win. And that's like, okay, can Karmine Corp finally beat these frauds? And Karmine Corp did. The game 3, I feel like if Kalis was on something different, not fucking Zeri, because, he's just not good at Zeri at all. Good chance to win, but they didn't. Game 4, they actually got stomped pretty hard. But game 5, they stomped them. I was like, okay, thank God Karmine Corp stopped this team from winning, because this team is bad. If Fnatic could make the finals, the LEC would just look horrible. Like, I guess you could say in hindsight, if Fnatic brought Karmine Corp to 5 games and G2 didn't, then does that make Fnatic better than G2? But it's like, well, didn't that version of Fnatic just lose to that version of G2 like 2 weeks ago?
I'm about to say Fnatic technically was better than G2, because the 2 out of 3 teams that beat G2 in the regular season were Fnatic and Karmine Corp. It was like, look, my thing is, why didn't Fnatic beat G2 when they had a chance? It was like,
they were in winning positions in their game. Now, I'm not saying those games were stomps, but it's like, but the same thing keeps happening with Fnatic. They throw 3K gold leads. They throw 2K gold leads. They could be 8K gold leads ahead, like with last summer split, and then they just get completely just destroyed. Like, they'll have a gold lead, throw it, get it back, throw it again, make desperate plays constantly, and I just, like, I don't know, man. Good God. Thank God I don't have to watch them for like another month, because then I'm going to have a stroke and watch them again.
Also, what the hell is up with these planes catching on fire? Apparently, there was a FedEx cargo plane that was forced to make an emergency landing in New Jersey the day after it caught on fire in midair. It was just flying, just like, what the hell is going on? Like,
oh, that's the thing you wanted to talk about here. Oh my goodness. You wanted to go over that black lady getting to play Jesus in one of those Broadway plays.
Oh yeah, they're discussing looking freak. Yeah.
Oh, and she was at the Oscars tonight singing. Oh God, she's just Okay, so
she's a sight for sore eyes.
Oof. Laura out here looking like a whole snack. I'll give her that. She looks like a total snack, But oh gosh. Okay. So if you guys don't know this, that Cynthia Irvio? Yeah, Cynthia Irvio was casted to play the historical figure Jesus Christ. Yeah, the same Jesus from the Bible if you are Christian. He got casted to play Jesus in a upcoming Broadway play, to my knowledge, right? And keep in mind, why? First of all, we know Jesus was a man. That's been historically documented as a man.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to feel about that. It's just so wrong and stupid. Like they just want to create controversy. First of all,
that's the thing. They want to cause controversy. They want to put blasphemy on Jesus' name because in their mind, Christianity is a disgusting in their eyes. It's like why worship Christianity? It's like because that's the one in their eyes. That's the one. That's the one. What you want to call it? That's one. What's the word I'm trying to say? That's the one religion that gets shit on the most, and no one.
And they know Christians aren't going to do anything, though. They know that because in the Bible it says to turn the other cheek.
Yeah, but it's like we got to stop doing that because these motherfuckers is out here doing all this goofy, creepy shit. It's like,
I just why would they cast that? She's black, a black lesbian, non-binary. Why would that be Jesus?
Not appealing. She got all those freaking parents that look like, and she looked like that vampire creature. It's like
Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's what she looked like.
I just don't get why they do this, and they know
they want to go anything. Because the ones that are considered radical, and then they're the ones that get their channels deleted. The Christians that actually do anything get their channels deleted. The ones that don't are considered lukewarm. We're in a situation.
Yeah.
We're in a situation where we can't do anything. If we don't do anything, we're considered lukewarm. But if we do anything, we're the bad guys, and that's the bad part about it. It's like,
yeah, and dude, a situation that'll connect to this one. Literally, just a day ago, this random psycho with a knife was threatening people, and it was literally almost attacking them. The cops shot the guy, and the Boston mayor said, and the officials were like, "We have condolences with the person that died." The fucking man was trying to stab people. It was a psycho. Was literally going to stab people. What is wrong with you people? Why are we feeling? What in the world? This is crazy. And that's the thing too. Is like they want to create this much controversy and then wonder why no one is giving a shit about their opinions on anything. Keep in mind, why would any Christian want to go and see that play with a black lesbian Jesus? Because I remember some of them on Twitter are like, no, well, Jesus was LGBTQ. And like, what the fuck? It very clearly states in the Bible that being gay is a sin. I'm not saying I think that. I'm not saying you can suck dick or fuck, do whatever you want. But like, very clearly states that being gay is a sin. So he would not be that way. Yeah, he hung out with he hung out with bad people, but he didn't like go like, okay, I'm a bad person. He just wanted to show people that, hey, you might be a bad person, but I see the good in you. That people always misinterpret that. He hung out with bad people, but it was to prove that he thought there was good still in them, even if you're a horrible person. It wasn't to just basically go, oh, you're a bad person. That means I just kind of just wash my hands of everything you do. You people stupid or something?
It's not stupid. They do it on purpose. What their thing is, it's like, oh, Jesus is the whole thing where they try to take Jesus' word and they try to like corrupt it. It's like, okay, I see what they're doing.
Yeah,
they want to be like, oh, like Jesus is this. It's like you're trying. You wanted to paint them out like that. That when you go and go and talk about it, it's like, oh, but it's like, oh, the Jesus, like, we're not saying Jesus doesn't love you. He does, but he's not what you say he is. But then people are like, oh, he's whatever I want to make him out to believe. It's like, okay, they're not Christians.
They actually hate Christianity.
Yeah,
hate the actual.
I believe that they're agnostic. I was like, oh, okay, they not atheists, they're agnostic. I believe.
Oh, we should go over. People got mad at Kai Cenat for this. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, because he still praises God, but it's like it's like God. When people say God, it was like, are you talking about Jesus Christ, or are you talking about God? Because God could be the person below, if you believe Satan is real. It could be whoever you believe. That means if you believe, when you say God, it's like, okay, who are you talking about? Like, and that's the question. Like, who do you mean when you mean God?
Oh gosh. Oh, because Kai Cenat had went viral for one of the clips on his Batman streams because he had said that he doesn't give people handouts because he just wants people to earn it. People got mad at that and they were like, but didn't you make a living from people giving you money? But isn't that the idea of an entertainer, is to entertain people? And if they find his entertainment valuable, they give you money. I mean, to be fair, these are willing donations too. It's not like he's essentially fucking being like, hey, give me money or I'll fucking shoot you or some shit. No, people are just willingly just giving him money because they do find him entertaining. Yeah, I guess you could say there's donations, but you still have to provide some value to people for them to kind of see you in that light, you know? And like Endymion had this tweet too, and this is what, like Pokimane just sits on stream. Recently, she was like, it's so hard being a woman streamer. Literally, that lady has more viewers and will have more viewers, and most of the viewers on the platform than like 90% of the people there. Guys, to get in her position on Twitch, that would put you in like the top like fucking 2% of the platform, probably. She's an incredibly, I won't say privileged, but incredibly good position that she's in right now. Very good. Kai Cenat and I Shall Speak. No, I Shall Speak is not on Twitch. Kai Cenat is.
Yeah.
And okay, so right here, so Endymion said, "You know what I mean? You see what I mean?" Kai Cenat had a whole Batman. Kai Cenat had whole Batman costumes sets. He even had a guy running around as Robin, playing games, having fun. What do these women do? Come watch us sit down with our permed hair while we eat. Please give us free money. How people can watch this in the first place, I have no idea, man. Lowest effort content creation imaginable on display here. And Twitch is promoting it too, and the interactions are abysmal. Jesus Christ, make streaming great again. Keep in mind, well, to be fair, I like Endymion, but Kai Cenat doesn't need any more promoting. When Kai Cenat goes live, people, he gets at least, I think
30,
he has to get at least 30K just from going live itself.
30K while he's asleep. I remember when that whole thing in New York, he said, oh, I'll be surprised if I get 500 people. Nigga, you average 30,000 viewers on your lowest. You only think you get 500 people in New York?
Anytime he streams, it feels like nearly every single person on the platform watches. So I'll be fair here. He doesn't actually need Twitch to promote him. He doesn't. And not to do any of them. Pokimane averages I think 10K people watching your streams. Valkyrie is the same. On about this. Cynic gets like what? 3K max?
3 to 5K.
That would even put her in. That would still even put that would still put what's her name? Cinebrate. That would even put Cinebrate in about the top 10% of people.
No, right now Cinebrate got about he's doing without Valkyrie, he'd be doing like 5, 6, or no, 3, 4. Right now she got 12 with Valkyrie, but Valkyrie's gonna stream with just her because they alternate when they stream.
Yeah. I did what Pokimane. It sounds like they're trying to nominate another. It feels like they do this a lot with girls. They'll try to pick out one to nominate for like a trinity because they're really close together. It might be second.
It is okay. Pokey.
Did it with those two other Asian girls. Remember Quarter Jade? She was one of them for a little bit. They did it with that other bitch. I forgot her name. God damn it, I'm blanking on her name right now. They did it with her. Jody. Yeah. They did it with Jody.
Quarter Jade Jody.
Yeah. It feels like they're just picking out random girls to kind of like indoctrinate them in like their weird cult of women or some shit. Because like if you're Cinnabrit and these are the biggest one on the platform, you're not gonna say no to them. That's just what it is. You're not gonna say no. And I'm not saying like before they ever introduced themselves to her, she didn't do anything. But let's be honest here, her viewership definitely exploded with them attached to her. Like let's be honest here about that. You know, like Kaisenet's sitting here doing like a Batman stream. Hey, he promoted it very well. I watched a little bit of it. It looked very, very good. The suits are good. I watched his he has some weird streams. He should stop throwing firecrackers in his house. I don't know why he keeps doing that. That's just stupid. But yeah, who do you rather watch? Kaisenet when he's doing like Batman related shit, or these three thoughts just sitting here eating nasty ass chips from a 7-Eleven talking about being women in gaming or whatever the fuck they're talking about.
These three because she be trying to farm. Pokey's just there being cute, and Valkyrie's like, "Oh my god, can I have an idea?" And it's like, okay.
Valkyrie, she always says it right. She's always like, "I have an idea. What is it?" Oh fuck! You know, that weed fried her brain.
Let's do this streaming thing where it's like, "Oh, let's have her hair done like this." And it's like because these two women are black, Pokey and Senna. Senna's half black, Pokey's Moroccan. She's from Africa. That's all I know. And then Valkyrie, everyone thinks Valkyrie is black. I'm like, do they?
Isn't she Filipino?
Yeah. Filipino does have black.
I think she's Filipino or Indian, something like that. So what's the watchable content here? Yeah, Twitch is. This is the Sisathon. This is a Sitha. Almost. Sissa thoughts. Oh, this is a Sisathon. I mean, it's just a lesbos. After this, they took off Pokemon's dress and started eating her out. Probably, I don't fucking know. I would have watched, but you know, I have standards for women.
If this was a porno, this would have been happening. It would have been these two girls taking down Senna because Senna's a young naive girl. Like, Pokey.
Oh, the young naive one would be feisty and go after Pokemon, put her tongue in her mouth.
Or matter of fact, the other point would be Pokey's like the bi-curious girl. Valkyrie is like.
Didn't Valkyrie say she was with girls or some shit before?
Yeah, Valkyrie be the one getting her pussy in by Senna, and Pokey's face would be Senna's ass. Then Pokey gets bent over, and then you got Senna eating her pussy while Valkyrie's on top looking at butthole. Trust me, there's a whole website where there's threesome lesbians where it's just like this. Trust me, this one been one of those Asian threesome. Have fun.
Oh God. Just imagine Valkyrie's tongue in Pokemon's ass. But as you guys know, I don't know what watchable content's here, but three fucking ladies talking about, oh God, we're women in streaming. As they all can literally pretty much live off their income from streaming. Pokemon for sure can live off her income from streaming. She did it for years. Valkyrie for sure can after that YouTube deal. I don't know about Cinna Brit. I don't know about her. I think doesn't she live with people?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cringe. Her fucking profile. Oh my God. The people streamer. No, you ain't shit. Oh my God. Pokemon got invited to the Grammy. She was like, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, of course you don't. You're not a musician. The fuck? Travis Gafford, the lead guy, he got invited to the Grammys. I was like, what does Travis do?
This guy knows these award shows ain't shit. What the fuck is
Why is Travis there? That makes no sense.
Travis motherfucking Gafford, this old motherfucker.
Oh, Emily. Oh, what was the thing that Emily did recently? She got some big controversy.
Oh, she likes to say the N-word. Her friend's named Nick and it was Nika.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It came from about it came out like about a week ago. Oh my goodness. I haven't really saw this interaction that much. She was like, "Help! What do I do if the internet thinks I'm racist?" You just kind of assure them you're not.
It's hard because there's a lot of clips of her almost saying the N-word. That's why it's one of those.
Yeah, and to be fair, I would just play into it. Because keep in mind, people are going to think you're racist at this point. It doesn't matter.
She can't play.
You're kind of screwed.
She's one of those that has sponsors. That's why it's like.
Oh no, she can't. It's like no one legitimately thinks Emily said it. Anyone with the brain knows that. It reminds me of like those Valkyrie fans were like when she said that thing of like know something for real. Yeah. When she said that, everyone freaked. I was like, why are people freaking out about this stuff? Oh my god! That's pretty much gonna wrap it up here, guys. Wanted to get you in a nice little episode for you guys. I think I'm gonna go watch lesbian porn after what he just said. That looks really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, man. Anything you got planned coming up?
Nah, I'm just hoping to get better. Once all this overtime is done, I should have enough energy to do videos.
Lies. You ain't never coming back. You're coming back when a new Yu-Gi-Oh ban lists come back.
Hey, maybe, man. It's the only time I feel like energized to like do something. Because actually discuss it.
You guys can always count on at least 4 videos a year when there's a new ban list all the time.
Yeah. At minimum 4, sometimes 6, because I'll do a mark watch to put it out right after.
You should do a video on the way Ariana Grande looks right now, because she looks like crap. Looks like pure shit.
No, I'm telling you what, I can't. I tried to. I can put it on Rumble. If I decided to redo the video, I can put it on Rumble, but I can't. I can put it on Rumble. I can't put anything with Ariana Grande right now. You gotta tell it in a way where you don't know it's about her appearance, because they'll auto delete it.
Yeah, because it come up with body shaming.
Yeah, there's some kind of bot shit where it'll just automatically delete.
It's probably you know what's crazy? It was probably planted by her or her rep team to kind of basically silence people from talking about her. Fucking hell, man! Yeah. Like I know Ariana Grande was in the Nickelodeon spat. Maybe something from then caused her to fucking go cuckoo, because she never looked this bad.
No. This all started with the Wicked movie. Look at her before; she looked healthy.
She did, yeah.
Like
she wasn't like fucking a bombshell, but she was looking decent.
Her and that black chick. The black chick looked ugly, but she had some weight on her. After this Wicked movie, them bitches look like they got the soul sucked out of them. Ariana Grande. Yeah, Ariana Grande look like someone took some of her soul and just like ate that shit, because she looks damn near non-existent. That shit is
she looks very, very bad. Like no offense to her, she looks terrible. Like it's not the fact that she should just eat just eat a cheeseburger. No, she needs to eat like the whole McDonald's for being honest. No,
fuck that. Just eat some carrot, celery, and some blue cheese, bitch. You out here looking.
Please eat food. Actually, eat food 5 days a week.
Yeah.
For like a year straight.
Yeah.
Please. God, just
eat fruits and veggies and fish. That's it.
Yeah. Yes. Just looks gross and disgusting. But yeah. So just to let you guys know, we won't have an episode of the Cloud9 podcast this Thursday coming up. We'll be back with another episode of this show this Sunday coming up after this week. So our next episode will be on March 9th. We're going to preview the game or preview the teams, talk about which team is not going to make it out of the first round, talk about who's going to make potentially might win the event, all that stuff, all that good stuff, right? And then Tuesday, we'll be back here again after the first round of games. We'll be back here Thursday, obviously, and we'll be back here Saturday. So after the MSK show around about 9 p.m. PST, 8:30, around that time period, whenever the show gets done, we'll do the episode on Saturday. So that way it covers a good amount of the games in a consistent fashion that we're able to basically keep up with them, So that pretty much is it. Also, I'm working on putting out more consistent content in a shorter time frame. As you guys know, I was supposed to have a one-on-one with Shagsworth tonight, but he had a family emergency, so we didn't end up having our one-on-one. But it's fine. I was pretty tired from work actually. This fucking bitch was like, "Hey, you need to tell me when you're clocking out." No, hell I don't. I'm off. I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah.
She was like, "I need this. Have someone else do it." I don't give a fuck. I'm off. My shit said 9 to 5. That shit at 5 o'clock, I'm gone. I'm leaving. Fuck that. So, yeah, there's coming up this week. Since I'm not doing the Cloud9 podcast this week with Chaz, we're having it on the Sunday. I'll probably end up having an extra episode of the MSK show where we can pretty much review another comic book with Lunchbox Warren. I'm kind of picturing when we're going to be able to do that. Probably about 9 o'clock that night. I'll just ask him right now after I get done with the show. So
and if that don't work, man, he might do
we'll do League.
League Pokemon. or Pokemon, or talk about Power Rangers and what they should be doing.
There's too many topics on that. Power Rangers, what are you doing? We're gonna go through a whole year with nothing new for Power Rangers except comic books. And obviously, guys,
might be 2 years by the time we're done.
I love comic books. I do, but there's no way like Power Ranger comics are going to be able to basically sustain Power Rangers. There won't be enough people buying them.
Yeah.
Plus, if you watch Power Rangers and you went and bought the new series that's going on right now, that shit is so unrecognizable. It's called Power Rangers Prime. It's the Jaden sisters, the main protagonists. That's all I remember was the picture. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for the first trade to come out, which is the first 5 issues.
I'm writing a bunch of scripts now on how I would have, like, say if I had control of Power Rangers, right? And hypothetically, how I would change each season, like how I would change each season. Season 1, 2, and 3 of Mighty Morphin would not be Mighty Morphin after I'm done with them. Only the first season would be.
Yeah.
Like how I would change it to make it better. That's how I would do it. Some seasons are a lot easier than others. Like some require me to actually change the whole team, and some changes are like, okay, let me just swap out this whole team, and other changes are like, oh, let me just cut these 8 episodes out. They're trash. That's how some of these changes are. Honestly, it's like crazy.
Yeah.
How some of these changes will actually make some of these seasons better.
What I would do, like, for me, if I get this let's see, I want to send you something that I'll want you to base. I don't know. I think I would want you to read this actual trade for Power Rangers. Amy Jo Johnson wrote a 4-issue miniseries, basically like after season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like 30 years later, kind of thing. I was gonna actually review it. I opened it on one of my comic book calls recently. I want to review it, but like we might be in that period. It's like getting basically Power Rangers series written by some of the actors. Well, luckily for me, In Space got a graphic novel. Time Force got one, and only In Space and Time Force got a graphic novel, I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank God. Good Lord. They need to do that. They need to make, I don't know, man. Because, like, Boom Studios did the same thing that the regular fucking Hasbro company did with Power Rangers. Everything always got rebooted back to Mighty Morphin. They started with Mighty Morphin, right? Then they did like led up to something. There was like Shattered Grid event, like Lord Draken and shit. After that, back to Mighty Morphin. Another event, back to Mighty Morphin. Then Mighty Morphin, like Darkest Hour with Master Vile, Rita's dad doing something. Yeah. Then they wrap that up with the one-shot comics, which is one issue to wrap up all that art, all that culmination of 2017, all the way to 2024. Then after that, they started a new series called Power Rangers Prime. They had like Power Rangers Infinity, Across the Morphing Grid. Across the Morphing Grid was like an anthology series book written by like Billy and Kimberly and a bunch of other people. It's like, what do they want to do? Like, people said to focus on Mighty Morphin, but like at that point, it's like everyone already kind of knows that so much, though. There's only so much you can do with that, you know? Like, no offense to Mighty Morphin, but the other seasons are just better. Like, not only they're just better, they're just way more layered out. The villains are better. The acting is significantly got better in the later seasons. Everything's just better in the later seasons, but I understand. My Rose is the first one. It's like the first baby. It's like the first child. So it gets all the special perks and treatment. So, God damn it.
It's the one of the most hype. It's the...
Had the biggest viewers. It just kind of, was big. It was very huge when it first dropped.
It's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. Like, everyone remembers the Indigo League. Everyone remembers 3 people. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like people remember. Yu-Gi-Oh! Might be the only one where people remember Duel Monsters as much as they remember Battle City. It's like it depends on when you came in. Because if you came in at the initial, you remember Duel Monsters, and if you came in a little bit after, you remember Battle City. It was like, okay, which one do you remember? Because a lot of them were, in between.
Oh my God, that man! Just the improvement from Battle City compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster Season 1 is absolutely. But keep in mind, I'll tell you this: with Yu-Gi-Oh, it was the way of the manga too. The manga was the same way. The creator, Kazuki Takahashi, didn't know really what he was initially wanting to do with the series. That's why the first season of Duel Monster was just the way it is. He didn't know what to do with it. It really is when it came to the Battle City arc that he kind of got an idea of what he wants the series to look like.
Yeah.
So when people say, oh, well, the first season doesn't follow the rules. Yeah, it didn't follow the manga either.
Yeah.
That's actually in line with how it went. And people say, it's comic accurate. He legitimately didn't know what he wanted to do. Just random shit going on the table, It really doesn't get to like GX where, things kind of solidify the way that he kind of wanted things to go. But Battle City was the first initial step to like, okay, we're going to play with the actual rules here, Like the real life card game always did. People, when they went to tournaments, play by the rules, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Just the manga to the anime never translated because, well, that's how things evolve over time. But yeah, guys, tomorrow, MSK show at 7 p.m. PST. And then after that, Tuesday, me and Labs Comic Fan are going to be doing a comic book review on Just League Unlimited. I'll do a League stream on Tuesday as well. Remember, keep in mind, when it comes to me and Savage Dad, me and him are going to be doing our show on Wednesdays moving forward at 6 p.m. PST because it's just too much for me on Tuesday to have a day off and do all that shit. So when we do our show, which is mostly about twice a month, we're going to be on Wednesdays at 6. And then Thursdays coming up, when I get over the one-on-one I have this week, we'll barring the Cloud9 podcast too. I'm going to try and see if I can do an MSK show on Thursday to get more of the comic books reviewed with I think me and Warren will do it on Thursday. So a consistent MSK show on Thursdays is probably going to end up happening. We'll have the Cloud9 podcast whenever it goes on, but that's like later in the day. That's like 8 or something. But we also are going to have the show. We have the show Friday with me and Lunchbox Warren, and then Saturday is a panel show. So, yep, that is pretty much it. So, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll see you guys.